And now, hello and thank you for joining us. You're right on time for Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1, coming to live from the Broadcasting House in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. My name is Giverson Maina. Our sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. Join us for half an hour or so for news within, of course, across the country. And now let's get started straight to Kiambu County, where 6 suspects have been arrested in connection with a suspected livestock theft syndicate after authorities recovered 8 dairy cows and several calves worth an estimated 5 million shillings at a farm in Juja, Kiambu County. Now, the recovered Frisian and Asian cows had allegedly been stolen from a farm in Githunguri. Investigators say the suspects target high-value dairy cows before selling them to ready buyers at throwaway prices. A few of the owners have identified their stolen cows at a farm in Juja Sub-County. Deputy County Commissioner Dalian Njoroge says the security apparatus is working around the clock to dismantle the syndicate.
There was a suspected coordination between maybe some of our staff with thieves, and they took over our cows, used a lorry, and they ferried them away to this place where they were expecting to resell them.
Askari wa Githunguri pamoja na wale ambao walikuwa wameibiwa ng'ombe walifika na kaweza kutambua ng'ombe zao kwamba ni sawa, na tayari wamezaa sipokelewa na wameenda naso, na wasukiwa wamekamatwa kwa korokoroni na uchunguzi kambambe imeanza.
And now to politics now. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has assured Kenyans of free, fair and credible elections in 2027. Mudavadi, who spoke in Emuhaya, Vihiga County, dismissed the opposition for allegedly instilling fear among Kenyans that the elections will not be peaceful. Take a look. In a fundraising event at Musiri High School in Emuhaya, Vihiga County, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi slammed the opposition, saying they were out to cause ethnic tension amongst Kenyans ahead of the 2027 general elections.
Raila Amolo Odinga, yeye ndio alikuwa opposition. Hii opposition iko confused. Wako confused. Ni kama moto ya newspaper, ya gazeti. Inawaka haraka alafu inazima tena haraka.
While rallying support for the government, Mudavadi also urged the Western Kenya region to remain aligned with the ruling United Democratic Alliance before pursuing its own presidential ambitions in future elections.
Wengine wanajaribu kudanganya na porojo na kujaribu kusema kwamba kutakuwa na shida. Hii ni mtindo wao kila mara wakati tukikaribia uchaguzi. Mimi nasema kwamba we shall have free and fair elections in Kenya.
In Garissa County, Dadaab legislator Farah Maalim urged the Northern Kenya region to register as voters ahead of the 2027 general election and back President William Ruto's re-election bid, attributing the development in the north to the Kenya Kwanza administration.
When it comes to voting, there's 1.350 million residents of the north who do not have a voter's card. There's over 1 million of them who do not have ID cards. Now we are telling them, votes is a political power. And political power and political numbers determine where development goes. Development will go to where there are people. And the people are there.
These as Kitui County leaders affiliated with the Kenya Kwanza government continued wooing the Kamba community to work closely with the government to benefit from more development opportunities.
Ile maendeleo tumeona hapa Kitui County, maneno ya barabara, maneno ya maji, maneno ya stima na soko, maneno ya manyumba ya affordable housing, na hata hapa Kiusiani Huduma Center ndio nyinyi msitembee mpaka Kitui Town kutafuta birth certificate ama ID. Hayo maneno yote haijaonekana hii Kenya yetu tangu tufate ushuru.
Amesema ya kwamba hawezi kujenga Kenya, ajenge Kisumu, ajenge Nyeri, ajenge Nakuru, ajenge Nairobi, aache Kitui. Amesema hata kama hamkumpigia kura, ile si kura anahesabu, sio ile inapita anahesabu, ile inakuja.
Meanwhile, Orange Democratic Movement leaders and supporters have continued to pour their tributes following the death of party's youth leader in Mombasa County, Elvis Otieno.
I want to thank, as the chair of the funeral committee, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, who has sent the condolence to the family, His Excellency the Governor of Mombasa, Abdulsomad Sharif Nasir, all the elected leaders of Mombasa for standing with the family during this period.
Now we shift gears to matters health. The Principal Secretary for Public Health and Professional Standards, Mary Muthoni, has cautioned the youth against falling into the trap of politicians who want to use them to cause violence instead of empowering them. Muthoni, who graced a Business Connect experience in Machakos County, advised young people to take advantage of the many empowerment programs initiated by the national government. Here's more.
The Principal Secretary for Public Health and Professional Standards, Mary Muthoni, joined the Kamba business community, members of the Jamii Imara Mashinani Initiative and other business stakeholders for the Kamba Business Connect experience to mentor the youth on entrepreneurship and leadership.
I am challenging you, the youth of Ukambani, that those projects and those programs and the monies belong to you, not anybody else. And I want to challenge you that after this Business Connect, get to your laptop, register a business name or a company and try.
Our people in the Jua Kali sector, wale wako hapa Machakos, wale wako Kitui, wale wako Makueni, na eneo hizi zimekaribia Ukambani. Every time there's a project, we want our artisans, our Jua Kali artisans, to be given opportunities to be suppliers of things that we don't have to import.
Young people were encouraged to take advantage of government-initiated empowerment programs to turn their business ideas into reality rather than being used by politicians for political mileage.
Tunapoelekea 2027, tumeweka mikakati ya kufanya roadmap ya kuhakikisha kwamba tunaongea na vijana, tunaongea na kila mtu, tunaangalia semi za maneno, tunaangalia vile range mbalimbali zinaendelea, na tunahakikisha kwamba kila mtu ako na haki ya kuzungumza, lakini usizungumze maneno ambayo inadunisha mwingine.
At the same time, the youth were cautioned against drug and substance abuse.
Ile kitu itatuharibia sisi kama vijana tukiwa kwa biashara ni dawa za kulevya, mihadarati, shisha, kila kitu. Ukiwa mgonjwa pale wewe, hautaenda kwa hiyo biashara yako.
The forum gave participants practical lessons on starting, managing and growing businesses. Kasichana Masha, Lunchtime News.
Now, students have been encouraged to pursue higher education and make informed career choices as a foundation for a successful future. Now, speaking during separate mentorship events in Vihiga County, Kaimosi and Cardinal Lutunga Girls National School in Bungoma County, education stakeholders urge learners to take advantage of the government's commitment to supporting students joining universities.
Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology MUST, in partnership with the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service, COOPS and secondary schools, is running mentorship programs for students seeking higher education. MUST Vice Chancellor Professor Solomon Shibairo says the government is supporting qualified learners and encourage students to utilize available funding and university placement opportunities.
Through His Excellency the President, he has told us, I don't know if you have been listening, that the government is going to support every child who passes to go to the university. It will not be their headache. They'll pay their school fees 100%.
Engineer Professor Benedict Sabuni and Alderman Annette Okoth emphasized the importance of setting career goals and choosing academic programs wisely. The mentors also challenged the perception that success is only achievable through science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM courses, saying social sciences, humanities, languages, and the creative arts are equally important in driving national development.
You can get your A- or A, but you are hanging because your choices were not right. So today, let's listen carefully so that at the end of the day, when you make your choices, you make the right choices.
We are super proud to be associated with you. Now, when I talk about scientists and engineers, you don't just think about mathematics and biology and agriculture and chemistry and the like. No. We have the natural sciences and the social sciences. All of them complement each other.
The Career Mentorship Program seeks to equip students with accurate information on university placement, career opportunities, and academic pathways. Grace Masao for Lunchtime News.
And now that story takes us to a very quick commercial break. Don't go too far. There's still so much more lined up for you.
Are you thinking about your future? Saving through a registered retirement benefit scheme allows you to save up to 30,000 shillings every month tax-free, and investment income from the scheme is completely tax-exempt. Withdrawals of retirement benefits are tax-exempt for retirees who reach retirement age as specified in scheme rules, retire early on grounds of ill health, or have been members of a scheme for at least 20 years. This tax exemption also applies in payment of retirement annuity and gratuity. Further, contributions you make to post-retirement medical funds are now tax-deductible up to 15,000 shillings per month. Join a registered pension plan today. Reduce your tax burden and enjoy your retirement to the fullest. For more information, visit our website at www.rba.go.ke, call our toll-free line 0800-720-300 or email info@rba.go.ke. RBA, safeguarding your retirement benefits.
Kwani umeandikwa kazi ya polisi?
Madam, sasa niko na mawazo tu mingi kwa kichwa.
Mawazo kwako nyumbani, hapana hapa kazini. Baba Jari. Kota.
Wewe, hebu simama. Tupatie pesa. Wewe. Na leo godo kagoro.
Chakula ndio tayari.
Chakula ni kidogo. Tena ni baridi.
Ai, ungekuja mapema tu.
Habari zenu warembo? Leta pesa. Mama atanijuta. Tutashikwa mama. Kwani jana dijagawa nani?
Wacha mama Jeri, wacha.
And now welcome back. You're watching Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1. And now a family from Mombasa County is appealing to well-wishers to help raise 1.5 million Kenyan shillings to enable their 13-year-old son undergo life-changing treatment after a brutal assault at a school left him with permanent hearing loss and severe neurological complications. Now the family says the attack, which occurred 3 years ago, marked the beginning of a painful medical journey that has forced them to make costly trips to Nairobi in search of specialized treatment. Here's more.
What began as an ordinary school day for Benaya Mwendwa turned into a nightmare that continues to haunt him and his family. A medical report from the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital shows that Benaya sustained severe injuries into the base of his skull after he was assaulted at school in 2023.
They were learning about floaters and sinkers, and now they were doing a practical. There was basins of water, balloons, bottle tops, and all that. So the teacher told them to inflate the balloons and draw something on them. So in the process of drawing this, he started playing with his friend, drawing on his balloon, and the friend drawing back on his balloon. And then now the teacher realized the two are playing. It happened that it's Benaya who started drawing on his friend's balloon. So the teacher made him to kneel down in front of the class and slapped him over 7 slaps. And then from there, he started having a headache.
Benaya currently relies on hearing aids as he awaits cochlear implant surgery, a procedure expected to offer him the best chance of restoring his hearing and improving his quality life.
The doctors in India said before they can even think of a cochlear implant, they need to ascertain that the ears, the bones and everything are able to support that cochlear implant, because they were saying from one of the MRIs, they saw that it was saying there is like thickening of the bone or something.
The family is now appealing to well-wishers to help raise 1.5 million shillings to cater for the surgery, medication and continued treatment, hoping the operation will enable the teenager to return to school and rebuild his future.
Wish that Kenyans of goodwill would support us and help us accord Bena the medical treatment he needs, and I'm praying to God that he gets back his hearing.
Well-wishers wishing to support Benaya Mwendwa's treatment can send their contribution through paybill number 303030, account number 2041764204, or via mobile number 0712094118. Jacqueline Masharia for Lunchtime News.
Now to opposition politics now. A section of Jubilee party leaders is demanding that Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale issues a formal apology over remarks the leaders say are offensive and divisive. Now led by Deputy Party Leader Jeremiah Kioni, the leaders say the remarks amounted to ethnic profiling. Meanwhile, Wiper party officials from the Rift Valley have continued to drum up support for Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka ahead of the 2027 general election.
The Jubilee party leaders were speaking during the party's consultative forum in Limuru that brought together aspirants seeking various elective positions ahead of the 2027 general elections, where they urged senior government officials to exercise restraint when addressing the public following CS Aden Duale's remarks, which they termed offensive.
I saw him trying to explain it away. Yes, he should not explain it away. He should just be bold enough and say, I am sorry. Even those of us from our community who have also had some very unkind words to the other communities must also stand up and say they are sorry. Let us compete for votes.
Just apologize and say you are sorry to whatever you say because of the next generation and the leadership that we are having right now. Nyinyi kama viongozi wetu kama Gen Z, toeni matamshi yenye itatujenga.
The Jubilee leaders further cautioned against the political zoning as is being proposed within the opposition, saying such a move would amount to returning the country to a one political party system. In the meantime, Wiper party officials and members from the Rift Valley, led by the region's coordinator Simon Mungai, have drummed up support for Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, saying he is best suited to fly the opposition's flag in the next year's general election.
Popularity yetu iko kila mahali. Sisi saa hizi hatupopularize chama. Sisi saa hizi tunatafuta kiti ya nini? Ya upresident kule juu.
Tumetembea upande wa Mombasa, tumepanga kila kitu on the ground. Nataka kuhakikishia wananchi ya kwamba Wiper party ama Kalonzo Musyoka grassroots popularization iko saa hizi as we speak in every polling station.
They were speaking in Kitale, Trans Nzoia County during a grassroots engagement exercise. And Deputy Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli has assured Kenyans that the National Police Service is fully prepared to provide security during public gatherings and other public activities amid concerns of rising wave of political intolerance.
We'll urge each and everyone
to understand that they have the right to exercise their duty and activities as they so wish. But let them know that their right does not suspend other people's rights. So they should confine within the rule of law.
Masengeli, who was speaking in Kakamega during a church service, said the security apparatus has been adequately deployed and equipped to maintain law and order, warning that violence and goonism will not be tolerated.
If maybe one knows that he is doing what he's doing, but not in the right way, things like goonism, that one will not accept because the law does not allow that. Either change or you face it.
The assurance by the government comes even as the business community raises alarm over the negative impacts of escalating political tensions on the country's economy.
Experienced low purchasing power, and how we've overcome that is that we have also innovated and done our payments to be installment payments, to be spread across monthly payments in a longer period.
Kamchiminza for Lunchtime News.
And away from that, more than 300 Kenyan maritime engineering graduates are on the verge of losing their long-held dreams of a rosy career in the maritime industry due to lack of sea-time training, the mandatory on-board practical experience required for professional certification. Now, speaking during the signing of a memorandum of collaboration between the Kenya Maritime Authority and Saflog Group at Bandari Maritime Academy in Mombasa, Kenya Maritime Authority Director General Maina said that the new agreement will seek to bridge the gap by increasing access to internships and industrial attachments for maritime students. The agreement will also seek to improve the quality of maritime education by reviewing and standardizing training curricula.
We have just signed this memorandum of understanding today. We are also visiting other shipping agents, shipping lines, logistics companies, and also connecting them to the training institutions so that we can have the students who graduate be able to attain the necessary experience within the industry. We recently developed the curricula for level 5 of transport logistics, and we'll be rolling it out soon. We're also currently reviewing the curricula for level 6. What we are looking for is to make sure that the standards of education, the standards of training in this profession is standardized.
Now, over 40,000 residents of Githunguri in Utawala are set to benefit from enhanced access to fresh water after the completion of the Utawala Last Mile Water Connectivity Project. The water will be piped to over 191 estate courts in the area, bringing to an end a long-term water scarcity headache. Now, speaking during stakeholders meeting held at Little Angels Grounds in Utawala, Machakos County, the county executive member for water Onesmus Muya Kikuyu called on the national government to accelerate the completion of the project, claiming that the scarcity problem was being compounded by a bulging population. He claims that part of Utawala, that is in Nairobi County, faces a similar problem, therefore the need for collaborative efforts.
Tumekuwa na wananchi wa Githunguri, tumeongea tukajua the costing of the last mile connectivity, na tume agreed that within the 191 courts tutakaa chini na wao on Wednesday ndio tuweze kuona how much we require for every court, so that we resolve that, so that in the next 2 months all the courts should be having water in the next 2 months.
Tumekuwa na shida kubwa, as we all know, maji yenye iko na sodium ya boreholes ni hatari kwa afya ya binadamu, hata kwa ujenzi ya manyumba. Ni kitu unapata hata wengi soak pits zinabomoka after kutumia kwa muda mrefu, unapata wa septic zinabomokana. So we are hopeful that through the grants and through the bodies that are involved, we are going to get a lasting solution.
And now let's get sporty. Now, Team Kenya has received its official competition kit ahead of departure for the 21st World Athletics Under-20 Championship set for Eugene, Oregon, USA from August 5th to 9th. Now, speaking during the kit handover ceremony, Athletics Kenya Youth Development Director Barnaba Kuril expressed confidence in the squad, saying the championships will provide a valuable platform for nurturing the country's next generation of elite athletes ahead of major global events, including the 2027 World Athletics Championships in Beijing and the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Now, head coach Robert Ngisi Ray said the athletics have responded well in training and that the technical bench will now ease the workload during the final phase of preparations to ensure the team arrives in peak condition while minimizing the risk of injuries. The Kenyan team, which has been in residential training camp, comprises 23 athletes, 12 boys and 11 girls, and is scheduled to leave for the United States next week. Kenya will be seeking an improved performance after finishing 5th overall at the previous edition of the championships, where the country won 3 gold medals, 3 silver medals and 1 bronze medal.
I'm really excited about the interactions and discussion I had with the athletes, the confidence they have. The coaches are very happy about the training programs that they have had. The athletes also are excited about the trip, and they have assured that they are going to do their best. These are a very young team, and I'm sure 1 or 2 will make the World Championship. But the ultimate aim is to have as many of them as possible during the Olympics in 2028, and eventually the main one for them, as young as they are, is actually 2032, where they will make a very big impression. 2028 is their startup. 2032 is the year now they can actually be the champions they want to be. But in between now, they have to have a plan so that they can grow. It's part of the growth now, and then ultimately be the champions of the future.
Tumefikia karibu tamati kwa pande ya mazoezi. Tunapakisa tu sehemu kidogo kidogo ili tuone ya kwamba tukienda pale kama unavyojua tulikuwa tunaangalia Ethiopia, Uganda. Wakati huu pia tunaangalia Australia, tunaangalia Amerika kwenyewe, tunaangalia United UK. Tuko na challenges kubwa, so lazima kila athlete awe prepared psychologically, awe na endurance ya kutosha, awe na kick ya kutosha, ndio tunaendelea kumalizia wiki ambao tunaenda kabla hatujaenda.
Now, Kenya's Javan Buyu claimed the vacant UBO Intercontinental Lightweight title after stopping Tanzania's Ramadan Eid in the second round during an action-packed SportPesa boxing night at the Age Convention Center in Nairobi. Now, Buyu sealed a victory with a powerful body shot after taking control of the contest, adding that the UBU crowned to its national and PST lightweight titles. He dedicated the win to his mother and said he now hopes to represent Kenya on the global stage. Uganda's Catherine Nanziri also delivered an impressive performance, knocking out Tanzania's Husna Zamba in just 1 minute and 7 seconds of the opening round to win the vacant PST Super Bantamweight title. The undercard featured several stoppage victories, including wins for Kenya's Michael Oduor and Jin Shen, while DR Congo's Lucien Batumbe and Morocco's Nasru Habib also secured knockout victories. Promoters hailed the event as another major step in raising the profile of professional boxing in Kenya, with plans already underway for an even bigger boxing card in November.
I'm seeing myself in big stages, and also seeing young people coming up to do boxing because they've seen Javan achieving it all.
Now, that's all for Lunchtime News here on KBC Channel 1. But just before I go, we remind you that WAFCON is in KBC. or the WAFCON Eco KBC. And today's fixtures, very fast, is Algeria will face Senegal, and that is at 8 p.m. And at 11 p.m., Morocco will face our very own Kenya, Harambee Stars. We wish them all the best. My name is Giverson Maina. Our sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. Until next time, is bye-bye for now.
Slim Nyarawendo SNA Radio Mayika Mato Marwa.
Everything you know is a fragment of a story.
We only see the outer shell of facts and happenings through a time period of change in policies, regimes, traditions, and climates. We explore the moment that shaped our present and built our identity.
Legacies, stories behind iconic figures, landmarks, folktales, and myths, linking the past to the present. Experience a journey through time in the history of our country. Know your history every Friday at 9 p.m. on KBC Channel 1.
Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba mpenzi mtazamaji wa runinga ya KBC Channel 1 mahali popote ulipo. Ni Jumapili nyingine tena tulivu tunapokutana ndani ya kipindi Sanaa ya Kiswahili. Mpenzi mtazamaji, Sanaa ya Kiswahili ni kipindi cha aina yake katika Jamhuri Tukufu ya Kenya. Ni kipindi ambacho mpenzi mtazamaji kinakupatia fursa wewe ambao unatazama kipindi hiki kuweza kujifunza na kukienzi lugha sanifu ya Kiswahili. Mpenzi mtazamaji, Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki tunakienzi Kiswahili kwa sababu katika mataifa ya Uganda, Tanzania na Kenya aghalabu lugha ya Kiswahili ndio lugha ya taifa. Leo hii mpenzi mtazamaji, ukienda nchini Uhispania, Wahispania wanajivunia na Kispanyola. Ukienda nchini Uingereza wanajivunia na Kiingereza. Ukienda bara Arabu wanajivunia na Kiarabu. Lakini sisi wanajumuiya Afrika Mashariki tunajivunia Kiswahili. Mataifa mengi kwa sasa yamekienzi Kiswahili. Mpenzi mtazamaji, najua utashangaa, lakini kwa sasa katika taifa la Rwanda na Afrika Kusini Kiswahili kiko katika mtaala wa